Greetings, my name is Drew Brown. We're here at Fahrney's Pens together to talk about the ST Dupont Initial. It is a relatively affordable pen as far as ST Dupont's pens are concerned, so that is always an intriguing aspect when a pen company very much known for their luxury pens and luxury pricing enters the realm of accessibility. So today we're going to find out just how accessible the new Initial is and whether or not it still feels like a Dupont. So let's get started. All right, so let's unbox it. Let's actually see what we're getting when one of these should make it into our hands. For sure, we've got, so far we don't see a value experience out of the box. We're getting the same presentation as we would with one of their Line D pens that are, in the 800 plus range. So we've got here a foam sort of, insert that houses the converter and then the pen itself. Inside the plastic sleeve, you'll find the pen. So this is the Initial by ST Dupont. This is replacing the D Initial, their previous more or less entry-level pen. It's going to have some slight differences, mainly the fact that this one posts, and it does have a different clip and a few other elements. This one obviously is the black with gold trim. You're going to see the Initial itself, the Initial's initial right there. This one is a fountain pen. From the exterior, the rollerball and the fountain pens look pretty similar, so I actually didn't know which one this was going to be. And this is a steel nib pen. So the fountain pens in this collection are going to have a steel nib, not a gold nib. So they are up there at $316. So it is a pricier steel nib, but it's a pretty steel nib at the very least. We've got these angel wings engraved into the gold nib here. And I say gold because it is colored gold. And again, this is a steel nib. The feed down there on the bottom, I have seen this feed before. It's not a feed exclusive to ST Dupont here, but I can say that it most definitely posts securely. I'm hearing some wiggle, but that's not the cap wiggling. That's the, I guess there's probably a cartridge in here. Yes. So that's what's making the noise. The cap itself posts very securely to the back of the pen. I wouldn't post it personally. I like posting pens, I really do, but unless I'm on the go, like at a park bench or something like that, and I just don't want to set this down anywhere, I feel like comfort-wise, this is a happy place for me. Maybe for you, maybe not. It does add, it doesn't post deeply, so it does add a little bit of weight pretty far back, but it's secure, it's safe. If you're worried about placing your cap down in an environment that just is not as nice as the cap is, then hooray, the new Initial will allow you to do that securely. So let's take a look at some of the other colors and modes that the pen comes in. So we do have the fountain pen with gold trim. You're also going to be able to get the same pen in black with silver trim this time. Right here we've got the rollerball. So very similar to the fountain pen. Very similar to the fountain pen from the exterior, but you uncap it and it's a rollerball. They also have a really beautiful spring-loaded clip. It's made really, really well. The fit and finish here is just fantastic. You can get both the rollerball and the fountain pen in rollerball, fountain pen, ballpoint come in all of the colors I'm going to show you. Speaking of ballpoint, here it is. This one is the blue with chrome trim. The same medallion, the same clip, but of course this one is going to be a ballpoint. This one's still got the little blobulate on there at the end. Definitely an interesting look to the ballpoint. It has a very elongated cone there up at the top. I think I like it a lot, actually. I would probably still hold it right here, I think. This gets a little, yeah. I still think I would hold it right here, but I like holding my pens far back. So for me, this, I don't know. This feels really fun to me, which is an odd thing for me to say about a ballpoint, but this is actually really cool. All right, and then black matte. So this will also come in a rollerball, fountain pen, ballpoint. Here I have the ballpoint. Boop, 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 boop. Black matte. And this is a very stunning pen. I really like this combination. Gold and white just has something great about it. And it's very timeless. And I don't know, you could say the same thing about a lot of Dupont's designs. So this one is really striking. And this one here, we have a fountain pen as well. So same nib as what we saw before. And these are all snap caps. So a nice, solid, secure, no wobble capping situation. And, you know, a likewise secure posting situation. So as we saw, they do come with both a cartridge and a converter. And then finally, we have the final color, the duotone. This one is a very pretty design and very classic ST Dupont. If you want that really kind of timeless look, this is a great way to do it. And here we have an example of the chrome-plated steel nib with those angel wings there. You'll find that ST Dupont is also etched into the center band there. As I mentioned before, the fountain pen is going to be selling for $316. The ballpoint is the lower cost of the three at $220, and then the roller ball is up at $276. That is not the roller ball. $276. There we go. So at $316, this steel nib fountain pen is up there as far as steel nibs go in terms of price, but not up there as far as ST Dupont prices are concerned. They do have the Defi Millennium at $360, so that is a higher steel nib price in the ST Dupont brand than the initial is. So they are coming down, so they're getting there. And then there also are brands like Delta, like Waldman, and a few others that do offer steel nibs at prices higher than $316. So it's not like it's unheard of. It's on the higher end, but it is becoming more and more common these days. So operationally speaking, the fountain pen fills with a cartridge or converter, as we saw, and I would like to go ahead and ink one up and see what it feels like. I haven't written with one of these yet, so I'm very curious. So let's grab some Iroshizuku Konpeki and we'll go to town. All right, so this is pleasing. A very pleasant flow, a very consistent flow, smooth nib. As far as performance goes, out of the gate, no complaints. This is saturated with ink, obviously. I just inked it up, so there will be quite a bit in the feed right now, but I will write with it enough to make sure that it's not just a fluke and the flow is actually, going the way it's supposed to go. But no complaints. If you purchase this pen that I'm holding, you will be happy because it is writing well. The strokes keep up even when you do them a little bit faster. And overall, it's performing the way I would have expected it to perform. Really, what you need out of this pen is a predictable, consistent flow, and it is delivering on that. So there you have the writing experience. I'm impressed. I'm very happy with it. And I don't know, for this price, it should write really well. And it does. And for an ST Dupont, it should write really well. And it does. So that's good. Thumbs up there. All right, so I'm going to tell you a few reasons why you should not buy the ST Dupont Initial. So the Initial, right? If you are simply buying a pen just so you can write with it, you just want a fountain pen that will rock and roll, do the job, you can get that for less money. That is a fact. You are going to be paying for ST Dupont prices. This is a luxury item by a luxury brand, and they're going to maintain that. If you are just in it for a pen that writes really well, you can find that at a different price point. So this is not going to be your bullseye if that is all you are after. You are going to, be getting and paying for a little bit more with this pen. Additionally, if metal grips are not your thing, all of these pens have metal grips, so you're not going to get away from that. The black matte grip is not super slick, so you can take that into account both on this ballpoint here that I'm holding and the roller ball and the fountain pen. The grips are not going to be as slick, but they are metal. They're all metal, and the polished ones are going to be slick grips. And if that is simply just a deal breaker for you, all of these pens are going to be deal breakers in that case because they all have metal grips. The metal trim is very prevalent in this. Not only do we have a trim ring, but we have a very large trim ring there on the cap. They're definitely going all in on the hardware here. Some of you might love it, others may not. Also, don't buy this pen if you're going to be comparing it to ST Dupont's Line D. The Line D is much more expensive and it's got more to it. They have succeeded in delivering a pen at a portion of the, or a fraction of the ST Dupont Line D's cost that does feel like an ST Dupont pen. But if you have both of them in your hands and you're looking at a Line D and you're looking at the initial, you're gonna be like, oh man, this initial's not as good as this. Well, no, it's not. It's not a Line D. It's way less money and it doesn't have the elements that the Line D has. And if you go into this purchase comparing it to a Line D, you're not going to be as satisfied because you're comparing it to just something it's not. It's not supposed to be a Line D, it's an initial. So if you can't help but do that, if you're a huge Line D fan and that's just the best pen in the world for you and you think this might be just as good, like, no, don't buy it. That's not going to be. So remove that from your brain. Just say, hey, you know, it's an ST Dupont. I'm interested. Don't want to pay a Line D price. Am I going to get an ST Dupont vibe? Yes, you are. So there we go. Don't compare. You'll be happy. Okay, so why should you buy the initial? The easy answer is if you are interested in owning an ST Dupont pen but did not want to jump right up into the Line D price point, this is literally why they made this pen. It's for you. It offers the ST Dupont experience more or less with the steel nib, but still the fit, finish, feel, you do feel like you are owning an ST Dupont. It does not feel like, you know, a weird cousin that nobody wants at the family reunion. It's going to be at the family reunion. It's going to be invited. So if you wanted to have an ST Dupont, try it out, see if you maybe want to upgrade later, sure, yes, this pen is for you. Or maybe you already own a Line D and you love it, but it's your precious and you don't want to take it to the office, you don't want to travel with it, but you still want that feeling. This will give you that. It's a steel nib. It's less than half the price, so maybe you will feel okay leaving it on your desk and going home for the night. Or maybe you will feel okay putting it in your bag and getting on a flight where maybe you wouldn't feel okay doing that with the Line D. I don't know. I've definitely seen people travel with more expensive pens than the Line D, but I don't know. Maybe that's you. And if that is you, then here we go. Here's a, you know, more travel-friendly, more adventure-ready ST Dupont, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe that's not the best reason. Another reason I can give you is that perhaps you are giving a gift to someone, right? And they know the ST Dupont brand, it's a well-known brand, and it's very well established in that luxury market. So being gifted an ST Dupont is an excellent thing to receive. Maybe this person that you're gifting it to isn't going to understand or appreciate the finer points that come along with buying a Line D, for example. Maybe they're really not going to understand the benefits of a gold nib, or maybe they're not going to write with it. I don't know. But they would appreciate getting an ST Dupont. This is a perfect pen for that. Gifting a pen to someone who, I mean, you don't even know how much they're going to write with it. A rollerball, ballpoint, this pen comes in all three modes, so they all make fantastic gifts. And so, you know, a $300-ish gift is a heck of a gift for sure, but it's going to make that statement. You saw the box, like this is going to provide them with that ST Dupont experience. They're going to open it, they're going to feel like they are getting something very, very special, which they are. So to me, this is one of the best luxury gifts you can bestow upon somebody you care for. And that's it. That is the ST Dupont Initial. I hope you found this video helpful, informative, or maybe a little bit entertaining. I enjoyed exploring these pens with you. I will be happy to explore more. As always, let me know if you have any suggestions, if you want to see any other types of videos. And please like and subscribe. I haven't asked anybody that, but it would be super cool to get some more subscriptions. That would make me really happy. But regardless, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you making it this far to the video. If you are indeed here and listening and watching, hi, thank you. Have a fantastic day.